Alright guys, I'm Mike and I do scrap metal and it's snowing. That's pretty much about it. A wise man once told me, once you know how to make money and work hard, you'll never be poor. Well, this is how I make my money. Alright guys, we're out picking up scrap metal in the snow. So today's adventure got pretty interesting. Started snowing late last night. I literally just got home. I was going to start filming, but I had to go pick up some stuff. So I had the F-250 with me today. She was my beast to get me back and forth to get this stuff. One of my plumbers called me. They were taking a furnace out of a house. Emergency call. The thing sooted up and the guy had no heat, I guess, for like 2 days. And they scheduled it for today, not knowing that we were going to get... They got like 2 inches of snow. And it's still coming down. They said 3 to 5. But that was the furnace we took out of the house. And then the homeowner had a washer, dryer, and 2 dehumidifiers. And someone dropped off 2 dehumidifiers today. Or yesterday, I noticed. But I have the trailer pretty much full. And I'm going to flip those appliances on there. Let me see if I can get it without slipping and dying. Yeah, I think if I throw this dryer up in that corner, and then the other dryer, I could probably get that furnace right where this one is. And I'll get that washing machine there. So I'll fill this out. So this can go to the scrapyard tomorrow. But there's 2 oil tanks like this. There's 2 more oil tanks at a neighbor going by. There's 2 more oil tanks I have to pick up at the one plumber. I don't know where the hell he's going. Maybe to check on the guy up the road. Old guy. But yeah, I have 2 more oil tanks, a cast iron furnace, a cast iron boiler, I'm sorry. And there's an AC unit in here, an A-coil, 2 dehumidifiers, a regular window air conditioner, and just some random tin stuff that there's a bunch of copper too. I threw it on this side. You see it back down in there. And up front. Sorry guys, I can't. Try not to die. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really planning on doing anything today because I knew it was going to snow. But this is what happens. Picking up a little more short steel. Some more pipes and stuff too I got to pick up. I got the new tires for the trailer. I picked them up. They're on my front porch. I'll walk over and show you that. Alright guys, so in my previous video, when I went to the scrapyard, Lunchbox noticed that right in the corner of the tread, where the tread rolls down to the sidewall, there was a piece of metal that was leaking air. Thank God he's blind as a bat. I love Joe Lunchbox. I love him to death. Been friends since 7th grade. But the boy is blind. But his hearing is I half time he hears shit I don't even know what the hell he's hearing. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't hear nothing. But he found that in the sidewall. Now that's on the new trailer. That trailer had those cheap Chinese bombs on it when I bought it. Not a fan. I knew eventually I would change them, but I was trying to get, maybe till spring if I could. I mean, they're not showing much wear on them, but I just had my deal with Chinese tires. So I tried these on my other little trailer, the one I sold and bought this trailer with. These are the Hankook Ventras trailer tires, ST 225 75 15, in a 10-ply tire. They can hold 80 pounds of air, which is what that's rated for. They weren't C's, and I upped them. But these are a very good tire. I was having trouble getting like more than a year out of a trailer tire because I was running them so much. I put 15, 20,000 miles on them. And I bought these. And let me tell you, I had them on that little trailer. I sold them with the trailer after 2 years. And I used the trailer just as much. And they didn't even look like they wore. Where the other ones I had just were Chinese bombs I kept buying. So these are really good tires. They're Hankook, so it's a brand name. The other ones I have on the other trailer are Carlisle HDs. They're not bad. They were only $3 more expensive than these, and I'd rather have these. Yeah, and these are a very good quality tire. Yeah, I know when you're going to the scrapyard, you could hit and run over anything and get a flat, which is kind of a pain in the butt, guys. You know, that's the price you pay when you're doing scrap metal and you're going to the scrapyard. See, the problem was I got where the mud was by the short steel because I had to turn wide because there was a truck there. And when I did that, what ended up happening was I got into the muddy crap, like on the edge, and the trailer tire went into the corner, and it's really bumpy there, so they can't, they have a hard time scraping it with the loader. You know, a lot of times it just gets pushed over there and it fills the holes in. So when I drove through the holes, piece went right into the sidewall. I managed to plug it, but see, these are the ones I have on my big trailer. You know, they've been on here 3 years now. I'm probably going to get rid of them soon just because if they start to look like they're going to dry rot, they're gone. I'll show you this. I got to load that stuff up. I'm freaking freezing. It's only 20 degrees out and snowing. But these are the ones that were on here. These cheap, no-name Radial GT Chinese bombs. And right here, right there, you can see that's where the plug was. It was right in that corner tread. And I don't have a spare, so I'm not even going to chance it. I mean, there's still good tread on these. I think I'm just going to keep these as a bat. Maybe not this one. I'll keep the other one. Maybe get a rim, get a spare for this little trailer. But I gotta do something. Oh, shit. I backed into that. It hit right in the... I knew that's where it was going to hit. Right into my light. Look at that. Backed up and hit right into my trailer hitch light, where the light goes. All right, guys, I'm going to move some of this stuff around, get this stuff out, maybe put a pile of the stuff over there to get cleaned. But I wanted to get a video, guys. And yes, I'm even out here I was out here yesterday. It was only 15 degrees and windy. I had delivered those tractors to my buddy. And let me tell you, it was cold yesterday, and I picked up some scrap to fill some stuff on that trailer. It's never easy, guys. You know, we weren't supposed to really get any snow. Now Saturday, they're calling for another snowstorm. And today's Tuesday, so you guys will see this video. You know, we watch to the end. Always like, comment, and subscribe. But you'll see this video the day I'm talking to you right now is the day you'll do it, unless you watch it days after. But usually I film the video and put it right out. So I'm going to unload this stuff and go back and get that other stuff, just so I can go to the my buddy's shop tomorrow morning with the trailer. I'll be loaded up. We'll put the new tires on and go, because I don't want to go on a 45-minute ride with a plug in the sidewall. It's bad enough I came home. But I started putting stuff on this trailer, and I was like a dumbass. I'm like, you got to change the tires. And the tires came the other day, and I'm like, I already had the trailer loaded, so I'm like, whatever. I should have just put the stuff on the big trailer. But, all right, guys, let's get this truck unloaded. All right, guys. It's still snowing. Took me about a half hour to unload that stuff. I want to show you. I'm on camera. Snow's getting on my lens. Alright, so I got that furnace, the other furnace in there. And I threw those dryers up there. They weren't that heavy. Got that washer on there. A couple little pieces I had. And now here's what I have to strip down. I got 4 dehumidifiers, an old one. So 3, and then that's 4. And then this was a window air conditioner, and this is one of those shitty train units with the aluminum pipe cleaner coil. But I got an aluminum A coil, and this is the copper that came off that boiler along with that curly piece. It's got diesel fuel. That's the diesel line for the boiler. And a little more copper, brass. These are circulator motors. A big long piece of copper tubing. But as you see, there's a little bit. I put it in the can just so it's a little easier to grab. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go pick up the oil tanks and that boiler and stuff at the plumbing guys. I'll show you that. I got 2 oil tanks, a furnace, and a couple of little odds and ends. But truck's been doing pretty good in the snow with these Nokian snow tires on. Nokian Outpost ATs. Pretty good being a 2-wheel drive truck. Thing is this truck is heavy. So it usually gets traction. You just got to know your limitations. And just know that, you know, you're not going to... Like, I had to go in the community to get that big furnace. And I'll be honest with you, it took me 2 tries to get up. And and I had a little bit of weight in the back, and I put a full tank of gas in at the gas station, figuring a little more weight, give me some better traction. But the hill was like ridiculous. Here in Northeast PA, when we get snow, like there's not slight hills like this. This road is nice, but this is the township road. As soon as you get on the main road, the state plows, PennDOT don't do shit. And the road was bad. I'll show you that a little bit before we get to the place. I'll show you how the roads are. Okay. Now, all right, guys. So this is the road, state road going down from my community where I live. There's like a little community back here in the middle of the woods. The township road is nice. Now coming up here, there's a little bit of a hill. They usually salt this really good and wide. You can look, it looks like a dirt road. And then this is the state road. Yeah. There's like 4 or 5 inches of unplowed, like cake batter slush. Look at that. Look, cars are only going like 10 miles an hour. It's so bad. There was a bunch of 4-wheel drives in the ditch. That's actually my neighbor. That's my other neighbor. But look at this, dude. And it's not that bad, but salt doesn't work below certain temperatures. So when you're at, 20 degrees, the salt stuff they put on the roads don't melt anything. It melts it a little bit, and from the tires running over it, it just turns to cake batter. Now look, a plow went through on my side, but not on the other side. But all right, guys, it's kind of hard to drive in this stuff. I'm only going 20 miles an hour. It's ridiculous, but I just got to go down there and get this stuff so I could do other things tomorrow, and I'm only going right into town. So, scrap it in the snow, guys. I'm out here no matter what the weather is. I should have said screw it and not did anything today, but I kind of had to go get that boiler, and I had to go, that furnace, I had to go like 35-minute ride away in the snow, which wasn't ideal, but it's at the furthest end of where I'd pick up. But like I said, it was an emergency thing, and the guy threw me a $50 bill, and I got washer and dryer out of deal and 2 dehumidifiers from the homeowner, so that was good. All right, guys, so we got here. You see there's some piping, some long pipes here. Got a cast iron boiler, #1 tank, #2 tank, more little stuff over there. But yeah, I got to pick this stuff up, guys. I'm not gonna be able to film it and do it. I mean, snow's coming down. I'm freaking getting wet. But I got to pull forward. That's 500-600 pound boiler right there. And yeah, buddy, she got a copper coil in her, guys. Score. All right, guys, let me get my mittens. It's gonna be miserable, guys. And just like that, we got it loaded up. It's easy when you have the lift gate to pick these things up. I mean, if I didn't have the lift gate, it would have been a lot harder. And everything being so slippery, you think everything would slide easier, but you got no grip with your gloves. Just a massive pain in the ass. But we got that boiler in there. Like I said, she's all of 500-600 pounds. And oil tanks, those newer ones, they don't look that bad of shape. I guess they changed the whole unit, and oil tanks, air conditioning, heating unit, they did the whole thing. I guess he said the water heater's coming back too today. Changing the water heater also. And these are the roads in the town of Hawley here, where I live. I live outside, but this is after they just plowed it. They just came through when I was loading that stuff, guys. Like, this is just miserable. Yeah, I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, that's nothing. But you know what? Half the people don't know how to drive in it. The other half of the people don't have good tires. And the people that do know how to drive in it, most of the time they stay home. But, when you're out in this stuff, it's, my experience, it's never what I do. It's always what everybody else does. I've had people slide in front of me and I had to avoid them and go and end up moving over too much, going into a ditch or whatever, but it's always other people. They're all morons. You get people with their 4-wheel drive trucks, they can go 50 miles an hour and they ride your ass. And they're the first ones into the ditch. It'd be like this chode right here. Oh, I gotta go to the store and get milk and eggs. Unreal. These guys do 50 miles an hour. 4-wheel drive does not mean 4-wheel stop. Oh, well, there's 4 brakes on it, dumbass. Yeah, but 4-wheel drive gets you traction. It doesn't let you stop any faster than any other car or any other vehicle on the road on snow and ice. You get more momentum, your better chance of sliding is. If you drove in the winter, you know it. And it's funny because when you go out on a day like today, all you'll see off the side of the road is SUVs, 4-wheel drive trucks, Subarus, all them guys. This guy's out plowing. That's the township guy for the water authority. But yeah, I mean, it's so funny, and you'll see people in little front-wheel drive cars that are just minding their own business, and they go down the road just fine. Yeah, there might be a hill or something they can't make it up, but they'll get a run at it or something, or it'll turn around and go somewhere else. But all right, guys, let me get home here. Oh, is that a Suzuki Samurai? Damn, never seen one of them in a long time. All right, guys, I made it home. I just had to get the shovel out. There's a big ice puddle that forms right here. And when he plowed, he left like big chunks of ice, and it was like 2 foot, maybe 1.5 feet tall. My wife's car, I plowed over it with the truck. My wife's car is only 4 inches, 5 inches off the ground. So I didn't want to have her hit that. She'll be home any minute. She's right behind me. She called me and told me that the roads are pretty crappy. Like I didn't notice already. But yeah, guys, that's what my day consisted of, guys. Scrapping in the snow in the winter. A lot of guys don't do it, man. You fly by night guys, we call you. You guys do it on the side. You won't go out and do it if it ain't 90 degrees out. But the scrap prices are always better in the winter, guys. So I don't know, prices just went up. Most scrap yards winter and spring. Prices always go up. New year, new pricing, new orders to fill. So it's kind of like, you know, in the springtime, summer, prices are high, and then you notice as the weather gets nice, they just start tanking. That's the way it is, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna sweep my porch off like an old man. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, it's not a job, it's a fucking adventure. I was gonna go out and take the 4-wheeler, but I'm so wet and cold. I don't know if I want to. I don't even know if it's gonna be enjoyable. I'm not going. I told myself I would do it today, but I'm not even going to, guys. I'll see you later, man. Keep scrapping.